Hey guys, David, BAC V RR. Hey, welcome back. Hey, we're camped out here at Tunnel 2 Niles Junction, waiting for IG2OA. This is part 2. We're going to continue this series. We were running a train from Stockton to Oakland, IG2, Global 2. It was out of Chicago, so we're just waiting for the train here. This is my Let's Get Real series. Let's Get Real. I model, well, the areas that I model, Bay Area and Central Valley, are the the areas that that I used to run trains on, for real. So I try to run trains. This train I'm running right now, IG2OA, I'm running it the same way as I've had it in the past. So, okay, waiting for our train. Okay, I had to find my throttle. Tunnel, we got a slow order, we got 10 mile an hour. It's a downhill grade, so a little light on the dynamics coming through here. Intermodal train, we're fairly short. We cut off cars there in part 1 there in Stockton. Coming through the canyon. Hey, by the way, this is my last time I'm going to use this camera phone, because I got my new phone yesterday, so I'll be hopefully getting better pictures, better quality pictures. That's the plan anyways. There's our train diving into T1 there, Tunnel 1. Yeah, Baba's fine. Baba's getting food and water. Little shot, we can pick up speed, will be 25. T1's at 25, Tunnel 1 there. And once we get the whole train past this green flag here, that's what that little sign is. It's called a green flag. And the head-in went by that flag. I hit my counter. The counter tells me how many feet I'm going, and of course I know my train length as well. Coming up on the tail end here, pick up speed. Well, I'm not too shaky. I haven't had my coffee yet this morning. Okay, we're good. Good for track speed now. Go speed a little bit here. Okay, see you on the flip side. See you now. Head on down there. Okay, guys, we quickly ran down to Niles Junction to catch him coming through the diamonds here, and he's cruising along here. We got Mr. Modello, he's our tower operator with the UP takeover. They have plans to tear that tower down, raise that tower, and they're going to cut all this over to CTC. But in the meantime, dispatcher just advised us he's going to take us via the old Oakland sub. Unbelievable. That's just painstakingly slow and just a pain in the butt. Let's just put it that way. See if we do a little panning here, try to make it somewhat smooth. Mr. Modello, he's always waving. Different angle there. I think everybody's happy today. So once we clear that diamond, we pick up speed here. Go track speed again. Out here at the new control point, UP changed the track configuration out here and cut us in. It's the old Centerville line here. We're going to peel back to the Oakland sub, unfortunately, though. Going by the U.S. chip plant. A new plant, or revised plant, updated plant. It's getting a lot of traffic now. Try a different angle here. Okay, what you're looking at, we're cruising on up the Oakland sub. And last 10 miles or so, that was, excuse me, last few miles, I should say, was 10 mile an hour. So it was just painstakingly slow, and then we'd have to cut back over at Melrose, cut back onto the old SP. So we'd have to stop, get switches, we're blocking crossings with our long intermodal train, and we did this for a number of years in the early 2000s until it stopped. So stop here, you guys are going to get out, you have to get a switch here. So once we got that switch, that would activate the crossings. We'd cut across through another road crossing. And of course I was a conductor at the time that we'd run trains up here, but you know, you give a long horn blast, because you probably had people crossing through the train back there, so you wouldn't kill anybody, and that was taught to me by the Union Pacific Railroad Claims Department. The bell going too. Keep that horn going. Cutting across here. Doesn't get any prettier than that, East Oakland. Uh-oh. I think that guy's peeing. One time I was cruising through here, and a guy had a whole bunch of recycling glass and 2 shopping carts. Well, he got the shopping cart, one of the shopping carts stuck on the tracks, and we hit it doing about 50 mile an hour. So, of course, we let the dispatcher know, because glass went flying all over the place in case somebody claimed damage to their vehicle, which was a good possibility after seeing that mess. That just exploded. Shot going through East Oakland, Oakland sub. Going by the scrap place. Scrap place is still out there. The time it took in cars doesn't take in cars anymore. This is what we did. We snaked right through East Oakland, just like this, blocking everything. It's like one big snake. I see Fruitvale in the background. So we'd have to pull on up. We call the dispatch. You got authority to occupy a 2-track here. At the time it was ABS double track, so we'd have to stop. Wait for 5 minutes. After we ended up opening up the switch. So what you do is you get authority to come out. Dispatcher gives you the authority. You go over there, open up the switch like it just opened. You wait 5 minutes. The reason you do that is so, well, if there are any other trains out there in the fog or anything like that happen to be out there, you can always close that switch. But it also throws the signals too. Once you open that switch, it'll throw the signals to red behind me. So ABS double track signals are just one direction for each track. So okay, wait for 5 minutes. My rear it's 5 seconds. So let's get real. Let's go. We're gonna pull on out here. And of course, as a conductor, which I did, we'd have to wait by that switch until the whole train went by, and then close up the switch. Then I'd have to walk on up. Luckily, most of the times when we cut off at Lathrop, so our train wasn't too long. There were a few times where we had a pretty long train coming through here. And of course, our tail end still blocking the road crossing. Everybody's so happy. All the drivers are just so patient. They really enjoy just sitting there waiting for a train when they got to go to work. They have no problem with it. Well, maybe. Once we clear that crossing, wait for that signal to stop here. There we go. Got a little tail end shot. Cruising along, making our way. So one of my really nice subscribers, he kind of asked me about, well, if I ever ran on the Oakland sub. So I figure, well, it's kind of a bit of a story, so I figured, well, I might just save it for this while we're waiting for the train. But, what happened here was, and the reason we stopped running intermodal trains on the Oakland sub, because, again, this was double track. And what happened is the conductor got on the head end because he asked permission just to leave that switch open. And the dispatcher okayed that, and they left the switch open. But the only problem was, well, now you got an open switch, which is all great if your train is going the direction of the signals, you know, that current of traffic. But unfortunately, the next train that came through here, they gave him a track permit, which gave him authority to go against the current, therefore no signals. He was cruising along at 40 miles an hour. And guess what? He sees that switch open, he plugs it, puts it in emergency, and he still hooks it off to the left here at pretty good speed. Thankfully, he did not derail. But dispatcher, well, got in trouble. I'm not sure. I heard the story that maybe they lost their job. But that was the story in that. So anyways, we're going to get the switch. Yeah, bend the switch here. Hopefully that'll go over. Got that on one of those slow switch machines. Oh, hey, all you new subscribers, these black push pins are just for my where my wires are at, since I'm kind of working on that. But anyways, then I'd have to walk up. Had to bump my telly a little bit there. Okay, here at Magnolia, dispatcher gave us a signal restricting. We're lined into the yard. Before we go into the yard, you always got to call the yard master. So we call up the West Oak yard master, and he gave us landing instructions. That were kind of what was called landing instructions as far as what to do. And if there was a lot of work to do, the yard master would say, hey, you got a sharp pencil, which means you got to do some writing. So anytime he says you got a sharp pencil, that means, oh boy, there's going to be some work. Yeah, so anytime you go through like a platform station or anything like that, I was a little late at doing this, but you got to ring the bell. It's got to be on for obvious safety reasons. You don't want to hit those kids there. I'll show at some point, in fact maybe I'll do this at the very end, East Oakland. There's a depot there in East Oakland, very similar to that depot there, and it was moved, and I know where it was moved to. It's beautiful. It's vacant right now, but it's still in excellent condition. It used to be a restaurant which I used to go to. Got some road power here. Sorry, my signals aren't working here yet. It's on the to-do list. In fact, I just put that signal, the crossing signal, in here last week, that one in the back there. Got some old SB Jeeps in here, going under the bridge. Another crossing. Again, you're supposed to blow all the way through. Here's a quick shot of Magnolia Tower and the bridge, and I'll show you a real pic here. And there's the old bridge before it's torn down. You can see this. This picture was taken 1955. Magnolia Tower. You can see it just past the bridge there. Courtesy, this picture's courtesy of the Western Railroad Museum. Ted Worm collection. Cool pic. Hey, there's a real picture there. East Oakland Depot. Pretty cool. Hey guys, here's the old depot. East Oakland Depot was moved almost exactly 1 mile away from the tracks there, but it's sitting there. It used to be an old Victoria Station restaurant, if you guys remember that from years ago. Those are pretty cool. The shot of the depot there, for sale or for lease sign on it. Used to be a restaurant. I used to eat there, but hey, I'd highly recommend that restaurant in the back there, Quinn's Lighthouse. Man, that's a good place if you guys are a rail fan in Oakland. Overlooks the harbor. Okay, we're going to pull into the ramp here. Recently redone. UP put an intermodal place, intermodal facility here. We got the shuttle. He's waiting to depart, and we got some cement train waiting to take off. So we got everybody blocked. They're going to wait for us. I can't tell you how many times that shuttle train would screw me over, but we're going to screw him over today because I think he had the ends with the dispatcher. Shuttle train always seemed to have priority over us. Even though that wasn't supposed to be the case, but that's just how it worked as we kind of cruise in here. Okay guys, I'm about ready to cut this off. Normal procedures was we just pull in, we spot our cars exactly within about a foot or so of where they wanted them to be, and then power to the house. Sometimes we would have to wide the power depending on, we call the West Oakland diesel shop. See what they wanted us to do, but that's it. So I'll cut this off here now. Hey, let me know what you guys think about this, and especially when I show real pictures and stuff like that, if that works for you guys. So, anyways, I'm going to go have breakfast. Appreciate you guys watching. This is David. BAC 5. Signing.